Ty, what's up, man? How you doing today?
I'm doing good, X. How about you?
Man, I'm doing amazing. How would you introduce yourself to someone who maybe doesn't know you?
If someone doesn't know me, I would say I'm more of a pretty chill, calm guy. I'm pretty shy as well. People say I'm having social anxiety, but no, I don't got social anxiety. I'm just antisocial. So it's kind of hard for me to communicate with,
Mm.
outside of people.
A lot of people think that people who do content they have to be the biggest extroverts and all that shit, bro. That's bullshit, bro. Like, or
It's total
bro,
bullshit.
no, bro.
It's total bullshit, bro.
A lot of people that like make content, you meet them in real life, like someone with like a few 100,000 followers. If you like go for coffee or like for a lunch with them, you'll see that they don't actually speak all
Mhm.
that much. A lot of
Yeah, I
them,
don't. That's
not
so true,
everyone.
bro. So true. Like
Oh yeah,
my
man.
anxiety, I don't have anxiety. Like I said, I'm real antisocial. Like when I go to big meets, I try my best to talk to everyone, shake hands with everybody.
Mm,
But at the same time, I'm really kind of like, being chill, mellow. So like, yeah, it's
yeah.
not. I'm not trying to be rude to them, like, but like, I'm pretty antisocial.
Mm, yeah. And let's start from the beginning. How did you grow up? What was your childhood like?
Oh man, I grew up pretty cool. I grew up, pretty cool. Of course, didn't come from a rich family. Of course not. I grew up in the hood, and it was pretty. I wouldn't say rough, because my parents made it like seem like everything was bees and butterflies. But if you was a good kid, like you paid attention, you'll notice some things wasn't right. So like, you know, household was a two-parent household, luckily. But um that it's I didn't grow up too bad, of course, like I said, in the hood, pretty rough, but like my parents keep everything straight. So I had great parents, God bless them, because like I really had great parents that kept everything straight for me, and like, everything, together. Really blessed with
Mm,
that.
yeah. Who did you look up to as a kid? Was there like a content creator or someone who used to always watch, for example?
As a kid, it was more my mom. My mom, definitely. My dad
Ah.
too, but at the same time, it's gonna be my mom. My dad was a cool dude. He worked on cars, cool dude. But at the same time, my
Mm.
mom was always smarter than my dad. So it's like I going with the person that's smarter. You know what I'm saying? But as growing up towards the age of 14 to 15, I started watching. That's when I started really watching YouTube. So, and also actually, bro, I was into Bitcoin as a kid, and I'm like, yeah,
Really?
yeah, man, I was into bit. I had an iPad, I had a Kindle Fire, right? And at that time, you can buy when you buy books, you can use Bitcoin to buy books on the Kindle Fire. So I bought books. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I bought books using Bitcoin, and to this day, I promise you, I've been looking for that Kindle Fire. I cannot find it to this day. I know I have at least to in today's net worth, I have at least probably like $200,000 worth of Bitcoin on that Kindle Fire. I swear,
Crazy.
I can't find. I can't find it. But for
Holy
content
shit.
creation,
So,
no, seriously. For content creation though, I would really look into there's a guy named Markiplier. He's a game player,
mhm.
and I love that guy, man. Markiplier really motivated me to do content for. He definitely motivated me, man. And you might say we do different things. We definitely, me and him, do different genres of things. But as for content creation and like for like watching content creators, he was the first one. Like he's a big motivation to me.
Mm, interesting. Bro, going back to that Bitcoin thing, that must have been like fucking 2015 to 18, something like
Oh yeah,
that, I imagine.
nah, bro.
Yeah.
It's definitely 2015, 2014, man. I was like, I had that kind of fire. I'm saying I didn't know what I
Christ
was doing.
alive. Bro. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
bro. That's crazy. So, ever since then, like, as you were growing up, were you into crypto at all?
So I wasn't into crypto.
Yeah, ever into crypto at all, or just Bitcoin?
Oh, definitely. I would say after 2020, I definitely went to more in all crypto, even in ETFs, all type of stocks. And, I definitely went heavy into those. Even today, I'm pretty bullish and heavy right now. Um, I'm not perfect, definitely not perfect. I'm still learning, but I would say I would have more. I have my dividends set up to the point that I'm seeing decent profit. You know, it's dividends, so you're not gonna get a lot, but you know, it's something to say it's nothing. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely into crypto, other ETFs, and other things like that.
Yeah, so I can't say the same, bro. I was and I still am like kind of like gambling on meme coins to this day. Because I did have like some very fucking lucky lucky situations back then. In the beginning of this year.
Mhm.
But bro, holy shit! Like now's the most bearish fucking time for that shit, bro.
Seriously, man, especially for
Bro,
meme coins, like
Solana.
other Solanas and
So
shit.
yeah, Solana is like worth like what fucking $110 right now, something like that, bro. It's like
I
crazy.
think something like that. Crazy.
Bro, now is the worst time for that, bro. Like if you look at like a lot of people like TJR selling his Koenigsegg and a lot of people that were in
Yes.
crypto, I'm like, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, TJR. When I first saw his videos, I'm like, bro, okay, maybe he just making a fairy tale of nothing, but he actually taught me some things, though. He definitely taught me some things.
Oh, TJR definitely his bootcamp, bro. That taught me so much about Nasdaq trading, bro, and day trading, bro. Not crypto specifically, but just in that sphere, that's crazy. And his live streams, like when he
Mhm.
was live trading, bro, those were some of the funniest things ever to watch.
I believe it. I definitely believe it.
So were you always like into cars as even like growing up and then later on?
I wasn't always. I would say yes. Actually, I always been into cars. I always been into cars, but I didn't have the knowledge of cars. You know, as a kid, you just see cars and you're like, oh, I like that car. It sounds really good. You know, it
Mm,
just sounds really good. But to have actual knowledge of the car, I had no lick of knowledge.
mm, Jesus. So what would you say would be like from 15 and up if you had like one dream car that you were always thinking about?
Actually, bro, I have I had my dream car and I sold it. I had my dream car. Well, I won't say dream car, but a car I really, really wanted really bad was a 2005 ACR um Neon SRT4.
Nah.
Yeah, it was never no expensive car. It was a car that has potential. It was clean and it was like real cool. So I like that's like I had to get that.
Hold on, is that from 2005? Is that like a Charger or what exactly is that?
It's more like it's not a Charger, it's a Dodge Neon SRT4. It's more like a Honda,
Dodge
really.
Neon.
Really, it's yeah, Dodge. Yeah, look it up. It's
What
a
the
Dodge
fuck?
Neon SRT4. Yeah. You're gonna blow
What
your
the
fucking mind. You're like, say, what?
Bro,
Yeah.
I never saw this thing. What the fuck is this? It
Yeah, bro.
looks
That shit's
it
cool as
doesn't
fuck.
look
Yeah.
American at all. It doesn't look like a Dodge. What the those headlights, those round headlights.
Yes.
What the fuck
Yes.
is this, bro?
Yes,
Jesus.
bro. That's
What
that's the
engine
car I
does this
always
have,
wanted,
bro?
man.
Does that have
It
like a
has an
V6?
inline four turbo. Yes.
Bro, that's
Yes.
crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, I know, right?
Bro.
But yeah, I didn't. I
I mean,
mean,
I can imagine it's
Lamborghini
light,
seem
so it's probably fast because it's light, I can imagine, but like
light as hell.
bro, I never even heard of Dodge Neon. What the interesting.
Yeah, ACR
Interesting.
SRT4. I bought one back in 2022. I bought one. I was so fucking happy, bro. I bought it. I got the car. It was a headache at first to work on. Get it tuned, get the
Mm,
right parts. So I said it's okay. I'm gonna start over from scratch. So I bought a new motor, new turbos, new everything. I built the whole motor. The car was making almost 550 horsepower to the wheel. So it was a fast car.
bro, what do these even like? What did they even sell for?
I bought mine for 5,200. That was it. Yeah.
Jesus, interesting. So
Yeah.
that was your first car or your first like car that you really wanted?
Uh, first car. That's well, yeah, the first car I ever bought it cash. First car I ever bought cash. My first car I ever
Ah,
had was a 2004 Mercedes Benz S430. That was my first car.
S4. Interesting.
S430.
Since when did you even want a Hellcat, for example? Since when were you into Molbars in general?
Now the thing about my car is a manual car. So like I always
Mm,
want. See, I love manual cars. So when I I had my neon, and as you could tell, I love the car, but it was so much limitations I can go with the car, with the keep breaking, because like I kept pushing the car, broke again, push, broke again. I said, okay, something
Mm,
got to give. Okay, now
yeah.
at this time, I do have a. At the time, I did have a 28. I have a 2018 Dodge Charger Scat Pack. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to go faster, so I said the Hellcat's faster
Ah.
than the Scat Pack. I'm going to get the Hellcat, and I'm not going to be like the other guys. I'm going to get a Hellcat. I'm going to get a
Mm.
manual Hellcat. You don't see
Matt.
those as much.
Oh, there were like some Challenger
Stick
Hellcats, but
shift.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So there were no like Charger manuals, right? Like Charger Hellcat
They didn't.
manual.
No, if
Nah,
you see a Charger
just
manual
Challenger.
Hellcat, they the converter. They probably made it themselves.
Yeah, bro. But not gonna lie, bro. That would go hard. Um,
Yeah, what?
you know what?
Would I see?
You know what? I really like. Maybe it's weird, but I really love the Durango Hellcat, bro. Like a
I do.
family 3-row SUV, almost a fucking minivan with a fucking supercharged V8 with 707 horsepower.
I
Like,
drove a SUV Jeep Trackhawk. It's a Hellcat Jeep. I drove
ah,
that car, and when I drove that car, I mean, at first I wanted that car as well, but like I'm not gonna lie, bro, the car was too smooth. Like if you ever get like even the Durango, I never driven the Durango Hellcat, but I expect it to be the same thing. If you get in that car
mm,
and you drive it, it's gonna drive real smooth. What you want a smooth driving car, but at the same
mm,
time, you want to feel the road. You want
mm,
to feel the concrete. You know, you want to the car.
ah,
You want to feel it.
yeah,
So
interesting. Um, Yeah, but I like weird cars, you know. Like I saw a guy put in a fucking Chrysler Voyager, he put a Scatback engine, just like the same V8 with 500 something horsepower in a fucking
mm,
Chrysler, bro, minivan. And I'm like, what? That was the
I think
craziest
I saw
thing.
that. Yeah, I saw that, bro. Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw that. Yeah, it was
yeah,
a
like
white. It was a
that sound just doesn't match the car, bro. Like it's such a
it don't.
sleeper. So
It's
that's
a
why
big
you know
speaker.
what? If someone would buy like a Durango Hellcat, what I think would be the
Mhm.
smartest thing to do is just to debadge it completely and just like have the most sleeper car ever, bro.
Definitely, I would. That'd be some trolling.
Yeah, or the same with a Trackhawk. Even though the Trackhawk already kind of like it already has a wider body than the Grand Cherokee normal one and bigger
Yeah.
fucking brakes, etc. And it's like visible that it's a Trackhawk a lot more. So
Mhm.
shit, I don't know. But basically, when you bought the Hellcat, how long did it take you to get used to it, and what did the first weeks feel like?
Man, it took when I first got the car, I would say it took about it was I would say it took like a week and a half. It took a week and a half for me to get used to the car because for one the car is really wide. It's big as
Ah,
hell, long as hell, big as hell. So it was kind of hard going to a small car to like a big car, and
mm,
also the power to weight ratio was pretty different. The
yeah.
clutch was different, but that's about it though.
Hmm. Interesting, cause I sat in a Charger Hellcat once in my life with a friend
Mm,
that had it actually at the time in Prague here in Czech Republic. So he gave me a ride and I rode it for like 20 minutes. And bro, I can tell you ever since then I wanted that car. That was like last summer. And bro, ever since then, bro, that's like one of my biggest goals is to get like either a Charger or Challenger Hellcat. But
mm.
like, bro, I can tell you, like, I didn't even have a driving license at that point, and it's just like ever since then, I fell in love with that, bro.
Yeah, man, definitely. Cause my
So
first time
like,
ever driving a huh?
no, I'm just saying, like, now I'm literally like in the process of leveling up to that. So like, right now I got a Mercedes E-Class for like 3 grand. Trying to level up to
Bro,
that Corvette C4 for like 8 to 10 grand ish, and then buying
why
a
not get
Challenger for like
you like C6 Corvettes?
C4. That sells for like 10 grand ish, something like that.
Okay, okay. I say, do you how you feel about the C6 Corvettes? How you feel about those?
C6, bro. I mean, obviously, it's just like so much better. In my opinion, it's one of the best Corvettes. In my opinion, is the C6 and this. Actually, I don't really like the C7 from the front. I think it's ugly as hell from the front, but from the back, they look amazing. But
Right.
my favorite ones would always be like the C3 and the C6.
Okay,
You
word.
know,
That's cool. That's cool. That's real cool.
so that's about it. But I interrupt you. What do you want to say? If you still remember it.
Oh, oh, I was saying, 3 years ago. Yeah, it's 3 years ago today. I test drove a manual Hellcat, and I fell in love
Mm.
myself. Like, I fell in love. I had to get the car.
Oh, bro. Yeah. But it's just like I feel like after like you get used to the Hellcats, or especially the people like SRT JLo. I don't know if you know that guy.
J Lo.
If that rings a bell. Yeah. If that no.
Uh,
Basically, that
I
guy
thought that.
owns right now a Demon 170, and basically what he said is that for 150 grand he has like one of almost like a hypercar for that price. And it's like anything else that he would want to buy, it's kind of like now he got
Mhm.
desensitized to it. If he wants to buy a fucking C8 Corvette, slower. If he wants to buy a Huracan, it's slower. If he wants to buy an Aventador, it's slower than his Demon 170.
It's
All of
true.
these cars, because
It's so
that thing
true.
has over 1,000 horsepower. So it's like,
It's so
at
true.
one point, a Demon would feel like good to drive, but I wouldn't want to own that car just for the sole reason that any car that you drive after that, it just won't feel like that exciting as the Demon. You know what I mean? So
I know what you mean.
maybe
Yeah.
like a maybe like a V12, like an Aventador or Aventador S or SV. That's like the only thing in my opinion. But like, or an A12 competition, something like that. In my opinion,
Mm.
yeah.
Okay. Word. How you feel about BMWs?
Man, you know what? BMW, Mercedes, and Audi. I feel like Americans love them, and me as a European, I really don't really like a lot of the European cars, and I'm more into American cars. Like, bro, if I see like a $20,000 Mustang on the road, like I'm literally turning my fucking head. But if I see like an M3 here or an M2, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Hmm.
yeah, cool. But I'm more interested in the
Cool.
Mustang, which costs like 60 grand less. Like that's what excites me
Yeah.
because it's
I know. Yeah. I
very
know exactly what you
uncommon
mean, bro.
here. Yeah. So like, yeah, out of the trio of Audi, BMW, and Mercedes, I would definitely pick Mercedes every single time. Um, just because in my family, like bro, me and my dad were always into Mercedes. Like he has a GL, I have an E class right now. But
Mhm.
as soon as I can afford like a good American car, like an American V8, bro, that's like immediately what I'm spending my money on.
What?
So, but you know what? In terms of German cars, I would say that one thing that I absolutely loved that what they did was, for example, Audi has the Audi S6 with a V10 in a family sedan, for like
Uh-huh.
15 grand. BMW made the M5 E60 for like, and now it costs like 15 to 20 grand, but has also a V10 in a family sedan. And Volkswagen
Mm.
Phaeton V10 for that same generation from 2005 2010. This generation is the
Yeah.
craziest because it's the only automaker that put like fucking huge V10 engines with like fucking 500 horsepower and something in a family sedan. Like, that's just something that I absolutely think that the Germans got right.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, that's real cool. But I love the V10, but I'm so scared of the maintenance.
Oh yeah, bro. Like, you know what? They're cheap to buy, but expensive to maintain. Like the
Right.
Audi S6 costs about 10 to 15 grand here, but it has the same engine from the Lamborghini Gallardo, right? So it costs like a lot cheaper than that, but the maintenance is like you own a fucking Lambo. So it's like if you can't afford the Lambo and you try to go the cheaper route, it's gonna cost you the same in the long run, in my opinion.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. If I was gonna go with a V10, I'd probably buy a diesel from Volkswagen because they made the Phaeton and the Touareg with a V10 diesel, and those are
I
more
would trust that.
reliable.
I trust that.
I would
Mhm.
trust a V10 diesel than a V10 or like fucking gas. You know what I mean? Like a Dodge Viper,
Definitely.
bro. I wouldn't trust that car like at all, bro. In my opinion, that car just
Damn.
tries to kill you.
Yes, actually, I believe they said either the second year, or second generation Viper, they have no ABS sensors. So like, if you fuck up, you fuck up.
Uh, and they don't have
Yeah.
even an airbag, right? If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah, I
that
think yeah,
generation.
airbag and ABS sensors. Yeah.
Yeah, that's look, I definitely think that that's a great first car for a 16-year-old to start learn driving on because it's a stick shift. Bro. That's like the typical white American that would middle-aged white American that would buy for his 16-year-old son, bro.
Definitely, definitely. A fucking second
Oh,
gen
bro.
Viper.
Oh, bro. Nah, but on a real note, bro, that car just sound amazing. Like, hey,
It do.
that's like completely crazy, man. Um, do you ever get used to or should I ask like this? Can you ever daily drive a Hellcat and it feel normal?
You can definitely daily drive a car. I mean, definitely daily drive the Hellcat. You can do it, but I'm not gonna lie. I will only do it if you don't care about the miles in your car, or you don't care
Mm-hmm.
about gas, or just stuff like that. But like me personally, I don't like putting a lot of
Mm.
miles in my car, and I don't like spending a lot of money on gas. But you can definitely drive it. It's not responsible. If you have a lot of money and don't care about being responsible
Mm.
towards the car, fuck it, you can. But can you daily drive a manual Hellcat? Hell no.
Yeah, I can
A
imagine that.
manual,
You know what?
a automatic, yes. Manual, hell no.
You know what, bro? I'm gonna disagree with you on this one. I stand with the same opinion as Doug DeMuro on this one. In my opinion, like if you want investments and like to make money out of something, let it not be cars. You know, it's like, bro, like let it that one thing be okay with losing money on a car, but knowing that you enjoy it every single day.
Correct.
Rather than like worrying about, oh, if I mod it too much, it's gonna depreciate the value. Like if you want
Oh yeah.
investments, in my opinion, you should invest in yeah, have other boring investment, but let that be like just one fun thing and not be investment. In my
Right,
opinion.
definitely. I get in my car. When I get in my car, I'm already knowing I'm gonna spend money on gas. When I get in my car, I don't
Yeah.
really care because I'm gonna have fun. But I can't drive it
Mm.
every day because that's a lot of gas. But when I do get in my car, I
Yeah.
don't care about the gas. I know I gotta put gas in it, so fuck it.
Yeah. Bro, by the way, when you stop at a gas station with a fucking Hellcat, bro, how on high alert are you? Like how dangerous is it in the US to fucking take some gas in a Hellcat?
Honestly, bro, it's like really most likely if you got a Hellcat, you're not going to the wrong gas station. You're not
Yeah,
going to the
yeah.
wrong one. You're going to the right one. But it's not that bad as we make it seem. Cause I know we may joke a lot and make like I make a lot of funny stuff myself.
Yeah.
I can't, I make funny skits. But like honestly, it's pretty not that bad. It's not that bad. It depends. If you go up north, like maybe like New York or something like that, it gets a little rough.
Oh.
But like
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah, down here in the South, really, we make it seem bad, but honestly, it's not that bad. We
Imagine
just
at
we
New
just make
York and
funny videos.
Chicago. Imagine at New
Oh
York and Chicago how the worst.
yeah, it's definitely bad up there probably. But
Oh,
down here,
bro.
I'm in the
Like,
South.
yeah. Like, what's the realistic gas consumption on that thing?
Full tank, around $65, $60 to $75. Full tank,
Hmm.
ain't that bad. And if you drive
Well,
responsibly,
yeah.
you'll get like 300 miles, 300 gallon, 300 miles.
300 miles per gallon? Hold on.
Oh no,
300
like the whole a full
mpg.
tank, a full tank of
Yeah.
gas. If you drive responsibly, though, you have to drive
Oh, yeah.
super, super
Yeah, yeah,
responsibly. I'm talking about super. But if you just drive like
yeah.
you don't care, oh yeah, you're cooked. Oh, I'm talking. I remember one time I filled my car up, bro. My car said at a full tank, my car said I had 110 miles at full
Really?
tank. Really? It was yeah, man. I
Bro.
swear. It said I had a yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you really can't daily that car, bro. You'd spend like I don't know if you like let's say you drove it like 5 days a week, bro. You'd be spending like 300-400 bucks a month just on gas, in my opinion.
Exactly. Definitely. Definitely.
Holy, bro. Bro, I saw a guy. Oh my god, this would be so embarrassing. He had a Mustang Shelby GT500 that was his
Mhm.
fun car, but then, bro, as a daily, he had a Tesla Model S, and I'm like, bro, that guy literally had the most fun American V8 supercharged, almost a
I
Hellcat
don't
from Mustang, and then has a
I don't blame
Tesla.
I don't blame
Bro.
him though. I really don't blame him because honestly, when you
Oh.
have the funnest car and you get a Tesla, because you're tired of spending money on gas. Because when you get in
Mm.
your fun car, you're driving your fun car to have fun. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's it. So
I mean, if I really think about it, Tesla is kind of a little bit fun. Like you have that rear wheel drive mode, and it has crazy acceleration and shit. But it's just the
Yeah,
sound. It's the
it
sound that I
no.
just couldn't do without. You know what
I
I mean?
drove a Tesla. The only thing I
Yeah.
don't like, I drove a Tesla. The only thing I don't like about Teslas, the only issue, I hate that. As kids, we drove, Power Wheels, little cars,
Hmm.
Power
Yeah,
Wheels.
yeah, yeah.
The Tesla is just like a Power Wheel. If you let go of the gas, the car stops. Like it doesn't have a transmission, so like it just stops. You hit the gas again, it
Ah,
goes. But if you stop, it stops. I hate that. It feels so
mm,
uncomfortable
yeah. I know what you mean. Interesting. Do you get a lot of
Mhm.
people like on the highway, etc., that try to race you?
Every day.
Yeah, I imagine so. Hey, and let me guess, it's always the Mustangs, bro.
But no, it's always no, it's not the Mustangs. You're
Really?
wrong. It's always a minivan. It's a minivan.
What minivan?
Yeah,
Like,
minivans. You got the trucks, the SUVs. You even have
Jesus,
yeah, you have Nissan Altimas. You have the
bro,
you don't have yes, you have random cars trying. I swear to God, you have random cars trying to
bro.
race you. Random cars. They
There
don't
ain't
even
no way,
know. It
bro.
don't
Like these guys actually think that they have a chance or what?
I don't know what their point. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they're burning
Mm,
their gas in their car to do so much, but they try
Jesus
every time, bro. I swear to God, man. It's always those cars that's like random.
Christ, bro. I definitely didn't expect that. I didn't see that
Yes.
coming.
It's so true, man. It's so true. Four fusions,
Uh,
all type. Bro, I'm telling you.
mm, bro. What do you think your next fun car will be within like next few years or whatever? Like, what's your next dream car?
My next car, either give me of course, get a diesel truck, and I do
Mm,
Um, I have to get a C6 Corvette like you. I gotta get a C6 Corvette. Once I get the C6
mm.
diesel truck and CRX.
Ah, interesting. You know what, bro? I really like Americans that love their American cars. Like it really, bro. I see so many Americans, mostly white people, but even blacks, that
Mm,
really like the X6Ms and they like the fucking G63. Okay, the G wagon is kind of like an international, all-known car, but it's like they really love the BMWs and the Mercedes and some of them Audis, and I'm like.
yeah,
Yeah, but it's just like on American roads, it doesn't feel right. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It just like feels
yeah,
like in the US, I imagine it's a lot of like straight lines, and it's not like a lot of mountain curvy roads. Some are, of course, but it's like
yeah.
um, I saw a video from a guy here, content creator here, that literally had a Mustang for like a year, and he said that even a Mustang that's not a wide body like a Challenger, he said that
Mhm,
even that felt like very fucking weird on these tight roads, right? And he said that literally
mhm.
like you have to slow down every time somebody comes past you on a tight road, and you literally have to pull to the right. And he said that like parking space, etc. Here, like everything is tighter, and especially in the UK, in England, it's even worse.
Word.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
that's probably why a lot of people like. There are a lot of rentals here for like American cars, like the Challengers, the Mustangs, and the Camaros. There are a
Mhm.
lot of them here, but like a lot of people, they just don't want to own them, you know, and drive them because it's just like it's a pain in the ass on these roads, you know.
Probably so big as hell, yeah. Me personally, I don't even like the G wagons. I think they're cool and stuff. The like those cars are cool, but I'm more of a I love cars like that's modern day cars. I like 72 Chevelles, the C6 Corvette. I love the C6 Corvette. I like cars
Mm.
that has actual a spirit, a soul with them. And it's like it's not just built to be
Yeah.
built. New technology shit. No actual cars that have meaningful history.
Mm. Yeah, like Lamborghini really has like a lot of reasoning behind their cars, like the Lamborghini Miura, the first Lambo. It's like literally that's what started Lambo making like supercars. It's basically like the owner of Lamborghini back then in the 60s. Like, you're having an argument with Enzo Ferrari, and
Mhm.
I think it was Enzo Ferrari at the time, and sending like telling him like to stick the tractors, and then him and a bunch
Yeah,
of students made the mural, and I'm like, that's just such a cool story behind that. And now
definitely.
that car is worth like 3 million, which is crazy.
I have not yet seen that movie yet, though, bro. I'm so disappointed in myself. I have not seen. I think it's Ferrari versus Ford, or what was it? I forgot what it was. Or Lamborghini versus Ferrari. I forgot what movie it was though.
Mm. Probably Lambo and Ferrari, bro. Like,
Yeah, Lambo
you know what,
Ferrari.
bro?
Yeah,
Really, I like Ferrari cars, but I will never like support that company, bro. Like these people, they will sue your ass for bringing them to Mansory. Like
I heard
Ferrari
about
tried
that.
to
Yeah,
sue Mansory, yeah. Like they literally don't want you to mod the car because they feel like it I don't know it makes their brand look bad. But in my opinion, it's just like you personalizing your own car. Like if you have it
yeah,
stock, that's cool for a while, but eventually you want to make it yours. You know what I mean?
yeah. Definitely, I understand completely, bro. Like no one want to drive. If I bought the car, it's my car, and I bought it. I bought it for me to do
Yeah,
something with it. And I think Ferrari makes you sign like a little paper that say you can't do something to it or do nothing to the
yeah.
car. It's pretty dumb.
Yeah. If you know Brett Scales, right?
Sounds familiar. Yeah.
Brett Scales. He has like he just wrapped his Aventador. It's like a frozen white with like frozen white wheels, and it's all white,
Hmm.
and it looks so fucking cool. And then he has GT3 RS, and he also has that car full black and black rims and blacked out, literally, and black wing everything. And he has like literally he likes to make his cars his. He has a Trackhawk nowadays, plans on modding too, and it's just like
Mhm.
it's so nice to see people like I like when a car is stock for a while, but then if you make it truly yours, I'd be okay with it depreciating like 20%, for just
Yeah.
for the fact that it's literally like yours and it literally
Yeah.
looks like
You
it's
know,
yours. So I want to ask you, did you work many 9 to 5s when you were younger and before you even started making content at all? Like,
definitely, bro. I was working since I was 14 illegally. Definitely. Yeah, I've been working. I never stopped playing actual games until I was actually 20. I didn't have a
Mm,
PS4 until I was 20. Yeah, I didn't play games at all, man. I was too
Jesus.
busy working. Yeah. I've been working and
Ah,
stacking my money and save my money because I bought my scat pad back in 2019 and I bought my scat pad when I was 17 years old.
mhm,
Yeah. So when I bought that car, I was like, okay, now I'm gonna start doing YouTube, start doing content. Now I kind of took it more
yeah.
serious, but I was definitely working for sure. I
Oh
wouldn't say I
yeah.
worked a lot.
So
I would say hmm?
So when did you start making content? Was it like
I started making
2020?
I started taking content more serious in 21, but I've been making content since
Mhm.
2019. I was making content since 2019, but I wasn't as
Mm.
consistent, of course. Maybe I drop a video or I do something, but it was never consistent until
Mhm.
2021 that I said, okay, I'm tired of fucking working, bro. I see all these dudes making a
Yeah.
lot of money with these cars, and
Yeah.
I got the same car they got. I'm gonna start doing content for real.
When do you think like what do you think made it work, you know? Because a lot of people like would love to, work on something that they love and be able to do that full time, but they can't. What do you think made it work for you?
What made it work really my work ethic. People can say the
Mm.
dedication or consistency. Consistency is very important as well. But honestly, my work ethic, man, because at the time before I was working a job and making content at the same time. Some people will see that like that sounds crazy, bro. How can you work and make content at the same time? Oh, you're gonna do it if you wanna get that shit done. You're gonna have to do it. So like I would say my work ethic really made it work. It made it come together, bro. My dedication to like me saying I want to get this rolling.
Yeah, definitely. Um, I can relate to that, bro. I dropped out of high school when I was 16. And there's like, it's funny because my parents wanted to fucking kill me. But I was like, holy shit, bro. Like, I actually, I know for a fact I don't want to be a mechanic because that was, I was studying at high school. And I'm like, Well, at least if I'm gonna spend waste 8 hours of my day, at least I want to get paid for it. So I started working a job at like a Tesco, if you know that's something like Walmart, I think, something like that.
Yeah,
And
let's go.
yeah, in the meantime, I was working on my thumbnail agency, and eventually I was able to make a living off of it. But it's like it was a good fucking long while, you know, and I had to keep learning, and I had to learn from people who were doing it for longer than me. But I'm so
Mm,
glad that I never gave up, and I never I never thought that it was just a far ahead dream, but I knew that was possible. And I feel like that's what a lot
mhm.
of people um fail at, in my opinion. And I'm gonna ask you, what do you
Definitely.
think is the most common reason why people fail? But in my opinion, it is because people just don't believe that it's real, and that's why they don't put the effort into it that's necessary. Because
There's a
if you need to put 100% into it, you need to believe that it's real.
Correct, bro. What you really gotta do, bro, you really gotta put a fairy tale in your head. You may think it's like, oh, you can't believe that it's happening. You have
Mm,
to put that in your head and go with that because that right there is gonna make it come to light, bro. So like people really fail because they don't wanna they try something and give up too quick. Things gonna take time, man. It took me. People say, oh, I want a hellcat, or I want to get like you, or I want to do this and that third. My guy, it
mm,
took me 7, almost 6 years to get this foundation how I got it, to get
mm,
money flowing, to keep everything accounted for. I just didn't pop up out of 1 year and then no, man, you
mm,
gotta get dedication and consistency and going hard.
mm. Yeah. What would you say was the biggest risk you took along this journey?
The biggest risk?
Yeah.
The biggest risk I would say I took, oh man. My biggest risk was quitting my job and buying my car the next day. I quit
Ah.
my job. Yeah. I had quit my job. I was working at that time working at Sonic. I was working at Sonic and I just like, man, I'm tired of working here, man. It's hot in here. I'm tired of this shit. I'm gonna buy a scat pack. So I left Sonic. The next day I say, I'm gonna buy a scat pack.
Mm,
At the time, of course, I'm 17. So I don't have a credit score. So I
yeah.
said, Mom, you put this car in your name, I'll give me a year and a half. You put the car in your name, I transfer the car to my name, and I'll be making the payments. She says,
Mm,
King, that you can't. She didn't say I couldn't do it. My mom said,
mm,
"Are you sure? Can you handle it?" My mom know I can do anything I want to do, but she don't want to put stress on me. She said, "You sure you can handle it?" I
yeah.
say, "Let's do it."
Yeah. W mom, bro. Holy shit.
Definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. That's definitely mom. She's definitely a big support. So she get everything she want.
A lot of people like gain a lot of momentum, and then for some reason they can't keep like the ball rolling and keep growing because they get complacent at any point. Like whether that's like 5K, 10K, 20K a month or whatever, wherever they get stuck. It's like, why do you think like people get complacent and they stop? Why do you think, what's the key in your opinion to long-term success?
Long-term success is being more hungry. If you stay hungry
Mm.
and you stay wanting more, you're gonna get way further and way further. Because sometimes people don't stay like some people eat and they don't get hungry no more. They got what they wanted. That's it. So like
Ah,
once you do that, you gotta
yeah.
stay hungry. You gotta stay wanting more. Stay want to see the thing
Mm.
about it, people might say, "Oh, I did what I wanted to do." You may did what you wanted to do,
Mm-hmm.
but how many people did you meet? Did you meet like
Mm.
amount of new people? Because every time you meet somebody new, a new door opens.
Mm.
So I would say
Yeah.
meet as many people as you can, get around as many crowds you can, you know what I'm saying? Get around people that's like, gonna continue elevating.
Mm. How do you how do you learn to like handle the stress and the responsibilities that they really have?
Man, I'm not gonna lie.
Like let's
Sometimes
say
I don't even hmm,
let's
go
say you
ahead.
go from 0 to like fucking 5 then 10K a month. Like it if it goes like real quick, like how do you get used to that and how do you learn to handle it? That's what I'm asking.
You saying if I go to zero to 10K,
Yeah, if it happens like pretty quickly, like how do you learn to like handle that?
the handle the amount of money you get or the amount of money you're losing.
The money and the work and the stress and everything.
Honestly, hmm, stay organized. If you stay organized, you will be
Mm,
fine. Cause like I ain't gonna lie, organization, people stress really comes from you being not organized. You may have a lot of stuff going on because it may seem like you may have a lot going on, but honestly, you might not be organized. So that's about it. So
mm,
what I do try to do, I try to stay much organized as possible because like I have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff doing, but I'm not perfect. So, but I know if I have a structure for what to do and how to do it and when to do it, I'll be fine.
mm. Did you did you have to deal at any point with real life haters, like let's say old friends
Oh,
saying you
oh yeah.
changed, or
It's,
some stuff like that?
it's people that don't like me and I don't know them. Bro, one guy texted my
Mm.
phone and said, "I want to fight you." I don't know you. I don't know what I did. I'm like, what I did to you, bro? I'm
Oh,
texting this dude back like, what's wrong with you? What did I do to you? He said, I kid you not. I can show you, bro. I swear to God, I can show you. He said, "There's no beef. I just want to fight you."
what
What?
the fuck, bro?
I swear to God, bro. I like, what the
Bro.
fuck? But why? You
Some
don't know
people,
me.
some people don't have anything to do with their lives. It seems.
Ain't nothing, man. That's like I promise you. But people like him are they're rare, but they do happen. They come and go.
Mm.
But that dude he came last month, and I'm like, that's a pretty crazy dude, man. I don't know what I don't did I talk to his girlfriend? I don't know. I don't. He said this. Okay, all right. But actually, your haters gonna be the people you think that's around you, that's supporting you, but actually
Mhm.
not. Because as a quote I live by,
Mm.
well not live by, but a quote that I stand by. People are not studying you; they're learning you. People are not studying you; they're learning you. They're
I don't
learning what you
understand that.
do. Hmm?
What? Now explain it, because I don't really understand that.
People are trying to learn what you do and how to do it so they do it themselves for their own greed. They'll look at you and then they just want like basically use you. They're studying and
Mm.
learning you. So like they're trying to take away from what you instead of you being a supportive friend, they're not being supportive. They're just trying to take away what you have
Mm.
and that's it.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like it's all of those people that, in my opinion, in the beginning they thought that you were wasting your time and didn't believe in you, and then they got
Yeah.
proved wrong. And I feel like
Mm.
the reason for that is because it kind of hurts their ego to be wrong. You know what I mean? Whereas
Yeah.
if it's like that type of friend, like from day one, that literally like believe that you could do it, even if he didn't do anything with his life, even if he just believed in you, he'll be happy for you. In my opinion, there are a lot of people
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. You
There's some
know,
people like
they'll
that.
wish you success.
But honestly, sometimes you gotta live that. I learned this like the hard way, bro. Some people, when you elevate and you want to bring people with you, they don't want to come with you. Honestly, bro, if
Mm.
they don't want to come with you, they probably best in that position they in. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
but my mentor always told me this. I always had a problem because my problem was I try to force people to do stuff. I try to force them to be great. I want you to be good. Here's the knowledge that I
Mm.
have. Here's what you can do. Here's how to make money. Here's how to do that.
Yeah.
I force that upon people. And my mentor said this like this. I am giving these people flowers in my eyes. In my eyes, these are
Mm.
flowers I'm giving you. But in your eyes, they're just seeds. You don't see
Mm.
and understand what I'm actually giving you. You're gonna learn
Yeah.
over time that I was giving you flowers, but at your own pace, you're gonna learn.
Yeah. And I feel like some people are just like happy with their own. You shouldn't try to change them. Like, bro, some
Yeah,
people just want to be happy for you, and some people don't want the stress. They don't want the responsibilities and all that. Like, they
yeah,
want like something simpler. So it's like I'm not really judging those people. Like, I only try to like give advice to people that want it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
If I
I
have
don't judge
something.
them. Yeah, I don't judge them. I look at as in a you want to be in that position. I'm gonna use you for what position you want to be
Mm.
in. So if you want to be stuck there, you're gonna be stuck with the this type of objective. For example, let's
Mm.
say I gotta handle some major business. I wouldn't kind of involve you in major business, but if I got some small business going on, I probably involve you because so like if you want to do
Mm,
small things, that's small for you.
mm. That makes sense. Yeah. You know, do you have anybody that inspires you right now?
Oh, sadly, no, I don't. I
Nobody
don't,
comes to
man.
mind.
All, all,
Okay.
all person I can really say inspired me. No, I would say inspire me. I would say more like push me, motivates me, keeps me locked in and
Mhm.
focused. It's like people like Andrew Tate and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Bro, I learn from people that are in completely different businesses than me that I don't want to really anything to do with. But I just look at the not only the work ethic, but like the general business advice. I don't really look at the niche specific things like a guy doing fucking I don't know Amazon FBA or ecom. It's like I have absolutely zero interest in that because I like doing graphics, I like doing web design and thumbnails for YouTubers. But it's like I know that guy has a lot of work ethic things that he can teach me. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Definitely. I understand completely because I kind of sometimes refer myself as a drug dealer because honestly, if you look at the drug dealers that are like successful, they have the same ethic, the same connection, the same mindset, the
Mm,
same prosperity. It all lines up because they're careful, they get business done, they structure the
mm,
business. So like, sometimes they don't get caught. Sometimes, most of the time, if you're a good one, you don't get
mm,
caught. But the ones that don't get caught, they have a good structure. So like I relate to myself. I relate to them so heavily. Even I like
mm,
I can compare myself to them. Like we're thinking just alike. We're thinking about our money. We're thinking about structure. We're thinking about building. We're not going to be. What I'm saying. Most cases, drug dealers don't be drug dealers forever. They branch off the
mm.
businesses, making brands. So yeah,
You know what's funny? Since you mentioned drug dealing, bro, I have one friend of mine that's way further ahead than me. Um, he probably makes like another zero to what I make. But basically, one advice that he gave me was, um, bro, take the drug dealer business model. You like the best way to sell something, like to get someone addicted to that drug dealer selling, whatever it may be, is to give them one free dose or like one free whatever, like you give him
say
a
so.
gram of a gram of something, you give it to him for
Yeah,
free. You don't sell
yeah,
him
say
on it
so.
because he doesn't want it bad enough. You give it to him for free, see that
Mm-hmm.
he make him addicted, make him want it so badly, and then you
Mm-hmm.
have a recurring revenue because you have a recurring like client. And
Correct.
I use
Yes.
that in my own business. That's when I had my first client, right? That I made him like 3 thumbnails for free, and I spent like fucking 5 or 6 hours, bro, of work for
Oh,
free. But then I
yeah.
saw that one video went an up extra 3% in CTR, and I saw views went a little bit up on that one video, and I was like,
Mm.
okay, next time I'm gonna try and pitch him. And that guy didn't even like try to combat the price or anything, bro. That guy instantly like agreed on the price, and I'm like,
Yeah.
holy shit, what the fuck? That worked surprisingly well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Definitely.
but I feel like a lot of people like if they do something like a service, they don't want to do the work first and then worry about the money. They want the money up front and they want promised money because that's what they were used to from a job. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Right. Definitely, definitely. That's so true.
Yeah. So, bro, that was like a game changer for me. Like, do the work first, show them that what you do works, and then that person will want to pay you. So that's like the one thing that drug dealing can't teach anybody, in my opinion.
Definitely, man. It's like I don't encourage drug dealing, but I'm just saying they
Hey,
have a
me
great
neither.
yeah, they have a great ethic, of standard. Something, you may not like them, but you can't knock their hustle.
Hey, bro, that's like a great business lessons from that if you can learn without being in
Really,
it.
really.
Yeah. What's your like long term vision? What do you want to do in your 20s?
So long term vision, bro. I really just want to have a nice house, pretty big house, nothing too crazy. I don't really want a mansion. If I get rich enough, I get a mansion. But like, you know, I'm a pretty satisfied guy. You know, have like I need at least 3 or 4 more cars. Um, for work, I won't be working as hard, traveling the world. I definitely will continue making content because like I like sharing content. I like meeting new people, like people like you. I love meeting
Mhm.
people. You know, I like meeting new people. So, um, social media have its good and bad, but this is one that's good right here for sure. But I yeah, definitely less work and easy money.
Mm. I definitely agree with that. That's like, you know what I feel like? I feel like everybody should work at, even like at any age. Like you look at fucking people like Elon Musk, he's soon to be in his 60s, and that motherfucker works like a dog. And really, I feel like everybody has that in them. They just need to work on something that's so purposeful that they want to work a lot on
Yeah,
that.
definitely. Yes.
So I don't think that you get more tired with age. I think that you just get more satisfied. But then if you find something that you see the purpose behind that, because maybe once you get like rich, like let's say 50 million net worth, at that point you pretty much
Yeah.
have most of the things that you could ever want. Money isn't really a motivator at that point, you know.
No,
Like
it's not,
making
bro.
extra 1 mil a year is doesn't motivate you, but impacting an extra 10,000 people, holy shit, you'll work like a
Definitely, bro.
dog for
Yeah.
that.
I learned that in a book. If you do what you love, you will never work a day in your life. So like Elon
Mm,
Musk, he may work like a motherfucker, but if you do, I learned that if I do what I love, like I do what I love. Me personally, people may see that I'm working kind of hard, but honestly, bro, it's not that hard because I like doing it, you know. So like it may seem like a lot to a different person. If I show a person my day to day setup and what I got to do day to day, and like he's like, oh
mm.
my fuck, what the fuck do you have time for whatever? It's not that hard, bro. I promise you. You once you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life, and that's so true.
Mm. You know, back when I was like 16ish, I started cold calling because I was doing web design at the time, which I still, well, I'm not doing the work anymore, but like guys below me do that. And when I started like cold call, bro, I was dreading it because I was scared on the phone. My English wasn't that good. I still had kind of like an accent, etc. And
Yeah.
it's like the first 50 cold calls in my entire life, bro, they were fucking horrible. But then, bro, I started doing like 30, 40, 50 cold calls a day. And then, bro, I
Mm,
started getting good at it. And I literally had my task list like do 35 cold calls in, I don't know, this niche, whatever, find a client.
mm,
And then I would do the 35 and then I would keep going. I'd do like 50 or 60 for the day, almost double of what I wanted to do that day. Because I
mhm.
just, when you're good at something, you like it. It's like it's not work anymore.
Yeah. Once you, because like people get like when you start doing something, it's kind of what's the word like you get disappointed because like you don't really see the profit or to see the
Nah.
progression in the beginning. You don't see that, but once stuff start to get the rolling, it's gonna feel so worth it. It's gonna feel so worth it.
Mm. I feel like content creators really feel this a lot because it's like you're not impacting people if you have zero views and you're not even making money from it. And then that is
Yeah.
like you're talking to yourself at that point
Yeah.
until you get that one video where a lot of people see it and then like let's say 20-30% of people stay. But if that
Hmm.
video got like 50K views like overnight, bro, you got some people to influence now. Um
Yeah, definitely. Especially when I started doing content. When I first started doing content, it was back like 2021, 2019, back 2020. Back then,
mhm,
we didn't really have how social media is now. It's so impactful. Like you can post a video on TikTok and blew up overnight.
mm,
Nah, man.
mm.
I definitely had to sit in a room by myself sometimes, just like damn, I'm
Yeah.
just by myself, bro.
Or streaming to zero viewers. Yeah, I remember those days too, bro.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm talking zero, man. I'm talking like I used to hit 10, 5, 10, 2. Oh my god, the twos was crazy. The
Yeah,
two, like I post a
yeah.
video, I get 2 views in a week. I said, fuck. Well, I gotta keep going, I guess.
For me, most of my views were for myself. But once I had like a video hit like 10 comments, and then, bro, my first video that had, I think, 10 comments, bro, I was like, wow. 10
Yeah,
people
man.
literally said something about this.
Yeah,
That
man.
felt crazy.
My
You
first
know?
million, my first million, man. My friend called. I didn't even knew I got 1 million views. My friend called me. I was outside
Mm,
my mom's house. He called me. He said, "Keem, check your page." I say, "What do you mean, man?" He said, "You just got 1,000 subscribers." I say, Stop lying. You're lying. I didn't get 1,000 subscribers. You're lying. He said, Key, I'm serious. Check your page. I checked my page, man. I got 1,000 subscribers off one video, man. I tell everyone to keep
Yeah.
posting, keep going. Cause like, bro, it only takes one video. It takes one
Yeah.
video, man. Cause like that one video is gonna push the other 30 you did. The other 30 videos you did is gonna get supported by that one video that does it. And I ain't gonna lie, I cried that day, man. I was like, damn.
Yeah. But I feel like also a lot of people like, yeah, definitely keep posting, but also keep like improving. Keep like seeing what you did wrong and see where you can improve on your content. Like
Yeah, invest
even
in
bro,
yourself, bro.
yeah, I definitely say that having like friends who have like even like 20K subs, bro, that's so valuable. Like literally asking them like if they could check
Oh,
out your
man.
video like just like the first minute or so and tell you like what they
Right.
would change. Bro, that's very
Yeah.
valuable to be honest.
It is, man. I'm telling like that people don't understand is you if you have people around you that's doing good, you should use them. Not necessarily use them, but like
That
like
sounded
you
bad.
know, it's like, come on, man. Like he's doing something right. And of course, as a
Yeah.
friend, he's gonna want to be a friend and help you. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. Sometimes people don't take advantage of what the people they have around them until it's
Or
too late.
I feel like it's also a little bit of ego. Like a lot of people like feel like they
Yeah.
get I feel like they get little broed if they ask for advice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man.
Like
Definitely.
bro,
That's so true,
like
man.
bro,
People
I
feel like
ask for advice all day. Like whenever I don't know what
yeah.
to do something, bro, I just DM like 5 or 10 different of people
Oh
like that I've done
no,
podcasts with.
you don't have it worse than me, man. You don't have it worse than me. I'm so bad. I promise you, I will go into a store and immediately ask someone where's such and such because I know
Yeah.
if I like people is some men, especially men, their ego problem. They'll go in the store and try to look for what they're looking for. They'll spend 30 minutes looking for something. But me, I put the ego to the side, man. I go straight into the store and ask for help. Like, can you help me find such
Hmm.
and such? Because like that's gonna help me save
Yeah.
30, 20 minutes. You know what I mean? So I ask for
Yeah.
help, man. If I can't, yeah, definitely.
Bro, I feel like you in America, bro, you guys have huge stores. Like your supermarkets are huge, bro. They're like fucking like a maze, bro. What the fuck? Holy
Yeah, yeah.
shit.
We get some
Like
big
you
ass
can,
Walmart.
bro. Yeah, I never get lost like in a store. Whatever I'm looking for something, I can find it like pretty easily. Like whenever I saw like those walk around videos of like a Walmart or a Target, bro, I'm like,
Yeah,
what the fuck, bro? Why is it so big? What the fuck, bro?
yeah, it's big as
That's
hell,
all.
bro.
Well, so one of the last questions is, what do you think separates thinking big from, and I hate that word, but being like, realistic? Because there's a lot of guys that are like, a lot of like 14, 15 year olds that say, I'm going to be making 20K a month in 6 months. And I'm like, bro, come on,
No,
man. Come on.
no,
Come on, man.
no. So what's the question again?
So, like, what do you think is the fine line between thinking big and being realistic?
The fine line thinking big and realistic really is it comes depending how much work you put. If you put a lot of fucking work in, you should be thinking big and realistic at the same time. You put a lot of work in, like a lot of work and consistent, and you thinking long term. I mean, shit. Hey, it's possible because I promise you,
Mm,
if you have the push, the drive, and say, "Hey, I'm gonna make it 20K in a month," it's definitely possible.
mm,
Because like you will find anything to do in that one day to
mm.
make that money that day to achieve your goal, whatever the case would be. Either
Yeah.
you might go outside washing someone's car, you might go to the store, you'll do any fucking thing, pick up trash, recycle cans, you'll do anything if you're willing to drive that hard. So like, but realistically, there's not enough time in a day. There's you have to take advantage of what you have, but at the same time,
Mm,
people forget about your mental state, your health.
yeah.
You gotta sleep sometimes. You gotta eat. Shit goes on realistically. But thinking big, it's good to do. But realistic, you gotta take care of yourself, man.
Mm. You know, I saw this one guy on Instagram, Literally, like he had like those sunglasses with a camera in, and he like went knocking. He was like a 13 or 14-year-old guy. He was knocking on people's doors and like selling like car detailing to them, you know. And he charged like 150 or 200 and something bucks. And I'm like, wow, interesting. And I was like seeing one of his videos, like literally him speaking to the guy. He's stuttering a bit. He's a little bit like nervous, but he still
Yeah.
went to knock on that door. And now he has like 200 and something followers. I think 227,000 followers on Instagram. I'll send it to you after the podcast because it's really fucking inspiring. Like this 13, 14-year-old guy, he's probably turning around like 15K a
Yeah.
month, bro, at 14.
It's a kid. It's a kid. Like I think he's like 12 or 13. He sells candy, man. He go to his
Ah,
kid's so damn smart. He'll buy a lot of candy, go to the airport and sell the candy for half. You know, airports they charge a lot for
yeah,
candy, but he charged like half off literally, and people buying his
yeah.
candy because for one he's a kid like 12 or 13. But hey, here's a Snicker bar for $1.50 versus spending $4, or here's a bottle of
Mm.
water that costs $2 instead of $4 at the airport.
Oh, it's like $4 for a Snicker bar. What the
Oh,
fuck,
oh no, no, no! I'm talking about no, like, yeah, for sure, bro. Like you go to the airport, you would definitely spend like almost $3 for a Snicker bar. I promise you, bro. This
bro,
shit's insane. I thought it was like overreaction. Like it don't cost that fucking much in the airport. It don't cost that much. No,
bro,
it's that expensive in the damn airport, bro. It's
bro?
ridiculous.
These American prices in general, bro. A Snicker bar here costs like $0.6 or 0.5. Like you can get two
Damn.
Snickers bar for $1. So like I'm like these prices, what the fuck, bro?
Oh yeah, man. America's cooked. I'm not gonna lie.
These prices, bro. I'm like, bro. Like a bottle
It,
of water is like also like half a dollar. Like it's I'm like
oh no,
$2 for a bottle of water. Like
for
what,
sure. You go in the store.
bro?
You go in the store. You might spend $1.75 for a bottle of water for sure.
And then I'm looking at rents too. I was looking at rents in Miami, bro. You have if you want to move to Miami, you gotta make at least like 8 to 10K a month. Like I'm looking at those prices,
Okay.
I'm like 5K a month for rent, bro. I'm paying $700 a month for rent, and I'm like $700 is like a normal price here, pretty much.
Yeah. Seven
And I'm
hundred
like, I
seven
could.
hundred dollars here is like fucking, oh my gosh, bro.
I don't think I
It's,
could find something for like $700 a month, like an apartment
nah,
for that,
man.
bro.
Nah, you can't. For apartment, you probably
Bro.
spend maybe like 1100 for apartment. The minimum. 1100.
Christ alive, bro. For 1100, I could get like a 3 or 4 bedroom apartment here. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like it's a completely different worlds, you know. But yeah, definitely. I want to get in some rapid fire questions before we wrap up.
Cool.
First one, I think I already kind of know your answer on this one, but Trackhawk or Hellcat Durango?
Durango.
Durango, interesting.
I go to Durango. I driven a track hawk, but I never driven a Durango.
Mm.
Mm.
Let me ask this one: Trackhawk or yours?
Track hawk.
Yeah, bro, it's faster and third of the
Yeah.
price.
Hmm.
What's the best and worst advice you've been given? This can be like,
uh,
life advice, business advice, relationship, whatever advice, really.
oh, I would say the bad advice that I have received is, I would say, worst advice ever, but on top of my head, the worst advice I probably see was save your money, save it. Um,
Mm.
don't invest it. Don't do nothing. Be scared of your money. Just
Uh,
don't let your money make your money. It's be scared. Um,
mm,
that's the worst advice I've received. The best advice I ever received was you won't know till you try. Every shot you don't make, you're
mm,
guaranteed to miss. No, every shot you don't take, you're guaranteed to miss.
mm.
So every shot you don't try to at least
Interesting.
try. So like if you don't try to shoot your shot, or not say shoot your shot, but if you don't ever try something, how you know you're gonna be good at it?
Mm. I think you must have seen this one reel from. It was an edit from an interview with ASAP Rocky, and he said like, "How the fuck you gonna knock someone out for trying?" It's like, since when has it now become cool to try? Fucking
Yeah.
loser. And I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, people don't post, like, TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube because they are afraid that their friend might see them.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Why?
Those and because man, listen, man, it's this generation. Actually, it's not this generation. It's really our ongoing thing. It's just that people are so mind blinded by
Mm,
judgmental things. They're not really seeing the actual truth of the world. They don't understand the truth, so
yeah.
they're mind blinded. So like people just listen to other people. People love the gossip, but if you have a good friend, your good friend is going to be there to help
Mm,
you and do whatever, what I'm saying, support you.
mm.
Whatever the case may be. You can fall rock bottom, but you know,
Yeah, there's this one rapper, I don't know if you know him, Keon Boone, and basically he went from, like hood rap, etc., to Christian rap, you know?
yeah.
And he said that, bro, he got so much. He lost like 20,000 followers in like 2 months, basically. He has like 150K or something like that right now, I think. Or he has over 100,000 on Spotify. And I'm like,
Mm,
bro, imagine how many people like unfollowed him because he rapped about something that he truly wanted to rap about. You know what I mean? It's
exactly, man.
like,
That's
and he said in a podcast that was well worth it because the people that do listen to him listen to the real him. You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. See, like, I have two clothing brands, and like one of my clothing brand is not really me at all. It doesn't
Mm.
really express me how I wanted it to be. It's for the people, the outside people
Hmm.
that I give them what they want. That's the whole point of a product that sells. You give them what they want, it's gonna sell.
Mm.
But I also have a clothing brand that's like more connected to me. I like it because like it kind of explains me. It may not
Mm.
sell as much better as the other clothing brand, but I can sleep at night peacefully knowing that I'm doing what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm. Yeah.
I'm like, if I have to take a pay cut, it doesn't matter, bro. I'd rather be comfortable in my own skin. You only got one. I always say this, bro. You only live once. You only live
Yeah.
once. So
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are old in their 20s. They're old. Like they feel old. You know what I mean?
yeah, man.
Yeah,
I
bro.
don't
If
like.
you don't plan on having your kids within the next like 5 to 10 years, bro, fucking risk like fucking losing majority of your money because you can make it back.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you've
bro.
been
Yeah,
able to make 100 grand, bro, you can make that and 10 times more a lot
yeah, man.
quicker than you think.
If
You
you
know?
if you had the money, you can get it back. You fuck your credit up, fuck it. You can fix your credit. You can fix anything. You just can't fix
Mm,
permanent stuff. But other stuff like that you can fix.
yeah, definitely. Do you have like a favorite quote?
Favorite. Oh, yes, I do. Eliminate all distractions. If it ain't helping, it's hurting.
Like nothing's neutral.
Yeah. Eliminate all distractions.
Hmm.
If it's not helping, it's hurting.
I'd say almost everything except family. I mean, obviously, like, or maybe not. Actually, maybe it's hurting the business, but it's helping your soul. It's helping your
I
relationships, and I think that that's a L worth taking, business
I
wise.
would say for distractions, I would say with distractions more like things that are distracting you. Like if it's not really somewhat.
Mm.
Some people may see family as a distraction. That that could be a bad thing. But sometimes distractions really come from either playing games, girls,
Ah,
or stuff like that. Like this stuff that
yeah,
you got to handle your business. You got to handle your business. You got to get stuff done.
yeah, yeah. I remember, bro. That was around like 4 or 5 years ago. I was playing this. I was playing Forza Horizon a lot. You know that video game?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And I had the Dodge Charger Hellcat in that. And then I sat in it in real life, like I told you before. And bro, it's
Mhm.
like it ain't comparable, bro. Ever since then I knew for a fact, like, bro, there's why the fuck like the video game life is incomparable to real life. And you won't know
Mhm.
it until you sit in the car that you used to play in. You know what I mean? Or like something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, man.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
Bro, I even had the fucking steering wheel and the pedals, bro. I was that much of a
Oh
fucking
man,
nerd,
you
bro.
were locked in, bro. Damn,
Bro, I was a fucking gamer nerd, bro, in my bedroom right after school every day, bro. That
damn,
was what I
man.
was. I didn't even go to the gym. I didn't even do any sports or anything. You know what I mean,
See, I
bro?
I only did sports because I wasn't really people always ask me if I played sports or not. I never played sport, but I did play sports, but like I only did it just to be like, fit. I never, actually have a
Mm.
career. I didn't want a career in sports. Cause me
Yeah,
personally, shit can happen. You can break a limb and lose everything.
yeah.
For real.
I mean, yeah, bro. I wanted to be a bodybuilder at some point, but then I really saw that. Do I really want it, or do I just want to
That shit
be
expensive,
like
bro.
the wit? Yeah. Then I thought about just I don't really like the prep and the fucking dieting and everything, and I
Yeah,
definitely don't
man.
want to hop on steroids later in life. The reason why I
No,
wanted
no.
to be a bodybuilder is just because I saw Mr. Olympia and the fucking winning on the first on the podium, right? And that's the only
Mm,
thing, the reason why I wanted it in the first place. But then I didn't
yeah,
really like the process of doing it. Whereas,
definitely.
whereas if you think of, you know, any other business that you really like, you feel something for, like content creation, for example, you enjoy the
Mm,
process, not just the result of it. You enjoy the
correct.
process in the meantime.
Exactly.
So I'd say that, bro, if someone doesn't know what to do with their life, I'd say definitely choose a path where you want to deal with the problems. Where don't look at what the career you want to do just for the benefits of it. Look at what problems am I willing to cope with? What problems am I willing to deal with? You know what I mean?
There's a quote that says there's always beautiful no, there's always beautiful in the struggle.
Ah,
You
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
you see a person struggling, you see them trying to achieve their goal, and you're going hard, you're working hard, you're struggling to
Mm,
do it. But if you go back and once you go back and once you don't make it and you look at it, you like you really came a long way. Like you'll be
yeah,
really shocked and like really like heartfelt because like you really see the beautiful how much you came up
yeah.
and actually worked hard for.
Yeah, bro. I remember, bro. There were so many times where I got pissed. Like, for example, even doing this podcast, where I had like one day I had three podcasts like right after each other, like 2 hours apart, and I had three of them. One
Mm.
hour, one podcast went way longer than I expected. It was like 3 hours, so I ran late on this on the other
Sheesh,
one. That was a
sheesh.
really good conversation. But
Mm.
then on the second one, bro, my voice started cracking, and bro, it was okay. And then the third one, it was in the evening, a couple hours after that. And bro, my neck was hurting like hell. And bro, my voice was done, was fucking done. And bro, I really didn't want to cancel the podcast, but I kind of had to. And the guy kind of understood me. Um, but that's when I learned, bro. Sometimes you can do a little too much work in one day. Like speaking for
Oh
seven,
yeah.
8 hours, like without stop. Like that's like fucking too much for me, for example.
Oh yeah, bro.
But then I ended up,
It's been days I've been up for almost 46 hours, man. It's crazy.
yeah.
I've been up for like 2 days at one
Yeah.
point.
You know, I always find a way to get a little bit of sleep in, but definitely I had like a few days in a row where I
Mm,
would sleep like 4 or 5 hours, you know. But it was like at least like, I got in a little bit of sleep, but I never
mm.
like really stayed up for more than like 20 or 30 hours.
Yeah, I done that. See, the thing about it, when I like, cause I've been on the road, like me and my friend, we make content. We went to Florida, came back from Florida, went back to Georgia, left Georgia, North Carolina, back to
Mm.
Florida. But
Yeah.
how we really worked was I didn't get no rest, man. Maybe I closed my eyes for like 5 minutes, but that's about it. That's the best I got.
Yeah. Jesus. So, what would you say was the proudest moment in your life?
1,000 subscribers. I cried, man. I was so fucking happy, dog. Yeah. A
Aw,
thousand
that's nice,
subscribers
bro.
and getting my Hellcat. Yeah. And the thing about it,
Yeah.
bro, the shit so fucking real, man. I
Mm.
even right now, I still feel the fucking chills. I can
Yeah.
make it like $2 million right now. I can make 2 million. I can make $10 million. Ain't shit gonna beat that 1,000 subscribers. Ain't shit gonna beat it, bro. I promise you, man. It's crazy though, cause
Bro.
like that first 1,000 dog, that shit was amazing,
Mm.
man. Like the feeling
Yeah.
in my chest was amazing.
I can imagine that, bro, to be honest. Whoa. Yeah.
I don't know.
How how would you describe yourself in 2 words?
Mm, discipline
Hmm.
and shy.
Shy. Okay, okay.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm a little shy, bro. If I'm not comfortable, bro, it takes a while for me to get comfortable around certain shit, around certain people.
Mm.
I may seem comfortable. I may seem comfortable, but I promise you, I'm really not. I'm really
I don't know,
not.
man.
I'm
This convo sounded like just like two friends talking. To be honest, it didn't feel like.
oh,
Yeah.
the first 15 minutes of the conversation, I definitely was fucking terrified. Oh yeah, the first 15 minutes. But after you see me start yelling and shit, once I start yelling and start using my real
Yeah.
voice, then I'm cool now.
Bro, I had one podcast with King's Community who has like almost 2 million followers, and that was my biggest podcast ever.
Mm,
Right
cool.
over the last 2.5 years down in the podcast, and I can tell you, bro. Oh my god, I was fucking terrified and shitting my pants before that podcast. I'm like, bro. I was like 2 million followers, but I wasn't looking at a person behind it. Bro, I went in the conversation. The guy was chill as fuck, bro. And even after the
Listen, man.
podcast, we kept talking, and the guy just gave me some advice on my content. And it's like, he was the
Yeah.
most cool guy ever.
Yeah, yeah, man. I met so many millionaires, bro. And I like when I get
Yeah.
around them and I have a conversation with them, they be the real like they just like us, me and you, bro. They talk just like
Mm.
me and you. They have conversation regular, just like me and you. They're regular
Yeah.
people. And the more like I learned that for building more content and getting around them, that you just treat them like you would treat your friend. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't
Yeah.
like being treated like, oh, they don't like that. Just treat them
Yeah.
regularly, you know what I'm saying? Of course, with respect, of course, but like, but like
Yeah.
regular friends.
Yeah. I feel like an analogy that would be more relatable to a lot of guys would be like, let's say girls, right? Like, let's say act with the 9 out of 10 the same as you would act with a 5 out of 10. If there was like
Facts.
a fucking chubby girl that went up to you and you went on a date with like a chubby girl that you weren't really proud of too much, but you just wanted to hit that night or whatever,
Yeah.
it's like you wouldn't really give a fuck that much, and you would be kind of more like yourself, and that girl would
Mhm.
really want you. But then you go on a
Fact.
date with a 9 out of 10, you're fucking nervous as fuck, bro. And then that girl can tell that you're inconfident and shit. And if you acted with
Fact.
her just the same as with that fucking chubby girl, bro, you would have
Fact.
gotten this one. Um,
Yes.
so yeah, in my
That's the
opinion,
fact.
this is what, in terms of networking with more successful people, it's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing.
Fact. It's true, man. That's definitely true. Just treat them how just be I always tell someone, if like they ask for advice or come to me and say, bro, you want to get this far, be yourself, man. Just be yourself. That's
Yeah,
it. If you're weird, be weird. You know what I mean? I'm a
yeah.
little weird myself, but that's cool. That's who I am.
Yeah, bro, like, holy shit, bro. I make so many racist jokes with my friends, bro. And I'm like, okay, some of them get offended, bro. Bro, mostly my Jewish friends, they get offended all the time. Or like I had one Asian friend, bro, and I just did this in front of him, and he just stopped speaking to me. I'm like, bro, come on, man. What the
No,
fuck?
nah, man.
So it's
You gotta
like,
be cool,
but you
bro.
know what? You filter those people out, and then the ones that
Yeah.
stay your friends, you really fuck with them a lot.
Yeah. They're the ones that really like you, they can understand you, get to know you, and like, actually be there for you, not for what you can do for them, how you talk to them.
Yeah.
They're there for you.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like, bro, like I had a lot of people like that I've done podcasts with, and they saw like I did a podcast with someone that they looked up to, for example, someone like really big, like for a few 100,000, and they were like,
Mm.
always, yo, could you hook me up with this guy? I'm not gonna name names, but, and I was like, this guy on the podcast was the coolest guy ever, and now he's asking me to hook him up with someone else that does that. Like, I would put my reputation in that guy's,
Yeah.
on the line, and he doesn't even
Mm.
tell me like why, what can he do for him, or like
Yeah, man.
why should I hook these two people up, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's
definitely
weird.
like a lot of people even in the beginning were trying to like use me for connections because I know a lot of millionaires, so they were trying to
Yeah.
like literally hook me up just to sell them their services. And then I'm so glad I never like fell to the pressure or felt like I'm obliged to. um
Yeah.
But I definitely like a lot of people that just want to be your friend, and then if they have something to offer to someone else, you introduce them. That's the most
Correct.
natural way to make friendships, you know?
Yes. Yeah. Honestly, bro, with friends, with my friends or friends that I do have or little of have, if you are not really to elevate yourself and provide,
Mm,
like, actually work hard, do things, I'm saying? Every friend can do something different. So like if you're just doing nothing, and I'm not gonna really introduce you to someone that I know can bring
yeah.
extra, that has motion. If you're not gonna bring more motion to like their motion, there's no need,
Mm,
because you're not really, But anything, when I say that, I say that to say, because let's say um, for example, you sell bikes, but
mm.
you sell bikes and I sell glass. I sell glass. My
Yeah.
business structure for how I sell glass can be beneficial towards you, how you sell bikes, and vice versa, because we both are into sales and we might sell different things, but it's,
Mm,
correspond.
mm. Yeah, definitely. Or like a lot of times this happened. I'm not gonna name exactly who it was, but like I had like some guy that I really wanted to do a podcast with, but he has like I sent him a message and he didn't see the message, of course. But I ended up like doing a podcast with a couple of his friends. They're also like pretty big, and he saw me and he's just started following. He just followed me. I sent him a second message, and now he's seen the message, right? But it's like that took like 6 months, you know. And I instead of like asking those guys, hey, could you hook me up with this guy? I've been trying to get a podcast with him. I just did podcasts with more and more of his friends that I wanted to speak to because I liked their content. And then he
Right, as you
followed me
should.
back and he saw my message. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't ask for a handout. I just wanted to earn him seeing my message, let's say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, right.
And that
That's the way
feels
you that's
better.
what you gotta do it, bro. That's the way you gotta do it, bro.
And in
Sometimes
my
people, you
opinion,
do stuff.
it even feels better this way when you earn it. When that person wants to speak to you instead
When
of
you
just
start,
being like
I
this
learned that,
awkward.
like, the people that follow me and the people that, even that, I have the most craziest people that like my shit sometimes. I even had Cam Newton like
Yeah.
one of my fucking videos, man. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
But like, and like, what I see it as when I post my videos and whatnot, I see it as me opening to new doors and getting to reach out to people. Like, cause
Mm,
the social media, you can reach anybody, but you have to be consistent and you have to be on point, really.
yeah. Yeah, like bro, you know what? In this self-improvement space, there's this one big YouTuber, Hamza. I don't know if you know him. He has like 2 million subs on YouTube. And when he followed me, it's like almost every guy that was like self-improvement or dating wise, they were
Mm,
asking me like, yo, why does Hamza follow you? Or how did you know Hamza? And I'm like, I just had a brief conversation with him. I don't know the guy personally, but
mm,
it's just like someone like that a lot of people look up to following you. It really gives you a
mm.
lot of status. A lot of people like really trust you more for some reason.
Exactly. That's true though. That's true.
So yeah, a lot of your connections, because if you're friends with someone, or if just someone follows you, meaning they at least like a little bit of what you're doing, who is
Mm,
big, then
mm.
that means that you must have had something that interests them, or like you must
Correct.
have provided value to them in some way, and
Mhm.
that's the reason why. So that's why more people think that you are not just a useless person. You can provide value to people, and that's why some big people. You know what I mean?
Correct. Right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, like bro, a lot of times when I do podcasts with a YouTuber, like from my agency, I have a couple of guys. I just tell them, "Yo, make a thumbnail for this guy for the next video, or like for his last video, like just like that, just for free, bro." Just like I
Mm,
like just because if you give like something for free to someone, it's not really about trying to close them as a client or whatever. It's just about
mhm,
strengthening the relationship. Whereas when that person talks about you, they talk about you in a better way. You know what I mean?
mhm.
So that
Correct.
like kind of makes your reputation better. Um,
Definitely.
if you could have a conversation with your 16-year-old self, what would you tell
Uh, leave the girls alone.
him?
Yeah, leave the girls alone. At my age of 16, I was definitely already on a good path, but like
Mm,
I was really trying to focus on girls as well too, and also my path. I would tell my 16-year-old self, um, leave the girls alone. or not leave them alone completely, but just don't prioritize them. You know what I'm saying? Because as
Yeah.
kids, as young teenagers, we kind of trying to get this girl we want,
Mm.
but no, don't prioritize them. If she wants you, she don't. Fuck it. Keep trying to hustle,
Yeah.
make money. Um, and um, go with your gut. Yeah, 'cause like,
Mm.
go with your stomach. Sometimes your mind don't listen to your brain. Your brain will tell you to do something, but your brain is also telling you to do
Mm.
something because it's also thinking of other things. Your brain is thinking, "Oh, if
Mm.
you do this, this can happen, that can happen, this can happen." But no, your stomach, your gut is telling you one thing,
Mm.
and that's it.
Mm.
People think with their brain, but you can't think with your brain because you think with your brain, you're thinking about other things, other like so many one
Mm.
things. But your stomach, your gut, is only got one thing to tell you: do it or don't do it.
Shit. That's some good advice right there, bro. I really like
Yeah,
that second advice. In terms of girls, bro, I just feel like it doesn't matter what age you are. Like if you're like let's say 16 and above, like bro, like in my opinion, you're just gonna learn by trial and tribulation. Like bro, like a lot of guys, even they're like 27 and they are still like wasting way too much time on a girl that they're obsessed with, but that girl doesn't want him back. In my opinion, it's not
yeah,
really what age you are or how successful you are. In my opinion, it's just like you learning your lesson like quicker. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like bro, like I know, like, I'm 18, bro. I'm responsible with that shit. Like, I got a girlfriend that, she respects my work. But it's like, when I was 16, for example, bro, I was wasting so much fucking time on fucking girls and,
yeah, man.
on fucking Tinder, bro, saying that I was 18 when I was 16 and shit like
Yeah,
that. And I was like, I was just a hornball, you know what I mean? But it's like, in my
yeah,
opinion,
man.
it's not really about your age. It's just about your experiences, which then will allow you to be a little bit more responsible with your time.
Absolutely. See, and the thing is, especially like that, at the age of 16, bro, you can't blame yourself for thinking for girls. As male,
Yeah.
we're gonna want girls, bro.
Yeah,
But
of
at the
course.
same time, we gotta kind of. It's hard because when I was growing up, I really wasn't taught. I was taught respect, but I wasn't taught consistency. I wasn't taught how to
Mm,
discipline myself on not doing something or doing something. So like, that's about it.
interesting. So, man, what's next for you? Like, the New Year's, right around the corner. What do you plan on doing next year?
But next year or 2026 or 2027.
2026. What do you plan on doing next year?
2026, I plan on being big as 2026. I plan on being biggest. I would say compared to myself, I would say times five. But by 2027, I'll be
Mm,
bigger than Castanet.
mm,
Yeah,
27.
definitely.
Oh shit, bro.
Yeah, by
You
by
got
2027, I would be bigger than Castanet. I would say I would be bigger than Castanet as he is today. Not in the
mm.
future. I don't know what the fuck he gonna do in the future. But as of today, I would be bigger than him in 2027. As of today of him.
Hey,
Oh shit.
progress isn't necessarily linear. It's really more exponential. Like literally one thing will happen and like your last 5 years of progress will happen in a month. So it's like
Mm.
I really believe that is possible a lot.
Oh yeah, man. It's
Especially
definitely
seeing
possible.
especially seeing
What the-
your content improve so much in the last like 4 or 5 months. I started watching like 5 months ago. Like
Oh yeah, man.
seeing
This shit it went crazy, man. And actually
yeah.
like 4 months ago, I probably was at 7,000 followers. Right now I'm at like 13, I believe. And I
Yeah.
have
And
and the thing about it, bro, I have not fully locked in yet. I have not fully locked in.
and bro, especially on YouTube, bro, you're on 146K, bro. Like that's
146,
huge.
man. It's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah,
146K
bro.
on YouTube, and I think I total probably like 400 million views or something like that. I forgot what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Your content just keeps getting better and better. So I think that's the main reason for it.
I see the way I do my content. My content is like based upon like things I like and things I find interest.
Mm,
I treat my social media platforms as me sharing things I see. Like I
mm,
see different things that I like. Maybe someone else like this or other people around me that I want to connect with. My whole
mm,
point of making a YouTube and other platforms or social media was to really connect with people. That's it.
mm.
I ain't really had
Yeah,
friends
definitely,
growing up
man.
for real.
Mm. That's interesting. Well, man, look, this this podcast has been a lot of fun. Thank you for coming on here. Do you have any like last message for people leaving with?
Last message I have, man. Last message I have. Make sure you guys stay focused, stay locked in.
Hmm.
If you just stay locked in, stay focused, man. I know it's hard. I know discipline is real hard, bro. I know that shit's hard. But honestly, bro, that's it. And it's best to start
Hmm.
now than later. Cause if you wait till damn, this don't wait, man. Just do it now. Just do it now, man.
Hmm. Man, where can people find you?
Man, social media and Instagram, YouTube, all stuff like that. All platforms gonna be Keem Brazy, KEEMBRAZY, Keem Brazy. The thing about it, I had that name since I was in 6th grade. It's just crazy. I had that name
Bro,
since
where did
6th
that
grade.
name come from?
It's a fucking crazy story, bro. So I'm in 6th grade, right?
Huh?
I'm in class. At this time, Instagram was just like, starting to pop for it. Instagram started to pop. So I said, okay, I gotta make an Instagram name. I gotta come with something. I can't think of nothing. I'm starting to call myself by my first name and just come up with random stuff. But then a white girl came up to me and said, Takeem, how about I just make you an Instagram page? I said, okay, fuck it. You can make me a page. So she gave me the page the next morning and said, here's your page. And it's called Keem Brazy. So that name came from a white girl from my class. Her name
Really?
was her name is damn.
You don't even remember her name, the author of your
It's
name. What the fuck?
I don't know how to say her name, but I know how to spell it. Her name is spelled Malayah. Let me spell it again. Let's spell it again. It's spelled
So,
Malayah. Malaya.
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 Interesting.
White girl. Yep.
Bro, that doesn't sound like a white girl name. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
white girl. Yes, she's country as hell.
Bro, interesting. Well,
Yeah,
bro, Malaya, I'd expect that to
yeah,
be
but her
Mexican.
middle name is Malaya. I just remember her middle name is Malaya, but her first name is actually Victoria.
Oh,
But
that makes
yeah,
sense.
everyone call her Malaya because like it's so easy to call her that than Victoria. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, this was an interesting talk. Thank you for coming on here, guys. Thanks for watching till the end. For this, you stay till
I
the end,
appreciate you having me, bro. It
and
was definitely fun.
definitely, bro. When I'm gonna be in the US, we'll definitely get a part two to this. Probably, probably towards the end of next year. I'm probably gonna be like in Miami, probably around November 26th or something like that.
Cool.
But
Let me
until
know.
then,
I love Florida.
yeah. Until then, bro. Thanks a lot for coming on, guys. Thanks a lot for watching till the end. And I'll catch you all on the next one.
Peace, man. Peace.